this is Dr. Nicole Doran in Doran Music Studio, and I am making a video today to let everybody know about International Make Music Day, which is coming up on June 21st. It's Father's Day, and in the evening we're going to release a video montage with as many segments from my students' hopefully memorized music that they're working on, some of their favorites. And then we're also going to have a class. If you were in the studio, you would enjoy getting together with other students on June the 13th on the Saturday in the afternoon and learning how to do things that musicians really have to do, like play in time with other people, play in tune with other people, balance their volume so that it becomes a collaborative group experience, and it helps you cultivate your listening skills to be able to attend that class. So I hope everyone will be available for that. But I know change of seasons involves travel, holidays, lots of flexibility, and people are never really making music during ideal situations. So I'm going to give you some tips that can help you take other people on a journey with your music, even when it's not an ideal situation. The first piece we are going to do a little creative improvisation on is a piece by Bach, and he is just a well-known classical composer. Now, you may think it is a piece by J.S. Bach, but this is actually by his son, Carl Philipp Emanuel. And so we're just working on this one, just tiny segments. And if you're one of my students who doesn't actually have to learn this piece for upcoming concerts, I'd still like you to try to get these little bits by ear because this melody is so memorable to me. So you start with a perfect fourth. Pretty easy, right? And then you go up your scale. So just play around with that, putting maybe a D in the bass, and you're starting on an A. What if you took it to another range of your instrument? We can do even further exploration. And you notice there's a pickup note that leads you into the downbeat. So if you're counting this to yourself, you should say 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3. So I would love to see what kind of creative experiments you can come up with just learning that by ear. But if you have the privilege of owning this piece of music, this is part of his notebook for Anna Magdalena, and it contained all kinds of wonderful music, songs, piano pieces, and that was like the family scrapbook, and songs that your family has that are favorites are definitely going to be part of their musical memories for a long time. Here's a segment of the harmony line. And I'm going to take the phone, just because that's all in the left hand, I can show you what the left hand is doing. And it's really fun. this. Hello. Okay. Interesting, flipping this camera all around in the different angles reminds me of another way you could improvise. So you've got, that's also a fourth, like at the beginning, where you had the main melody going. So this is a fourth going up. But what if we inverted it and did it backwards? What if we did a fourth going down? And then instead of going down for the next note, what if we went up and stayed in the key with the C sharp? That sounds fun. At the end of this piece, there are a lot of scales. And scales and chord progressions are something that we always have to be aware of. Music does not just exist in the key of C with no sharps and flats. You've got the key of G. What sharp does it have in it? F sharp. You've got the key of D. How many sharps are in that? You've got the key of A. How many sharps are in that key? You've got the key of E. And then once you get to the key of B, you will have your fourth finger starting in the left hand if you're on the piano. Within those, you'll have 1, 4, 5 progressions in each key. So as part of your technique, when you get up and you hear the birds singing and you think, I want to play my piano, I've been blessed with a keyboard, you can warm up one of two ways. I have my students working on a couple different warm-ups. One, I think, is going to be recognized by EY, and the other is going to be very well recognized by K. Oh. Okay, that's going